in hustler narrative movement.
Yes.
2.5 years later, what has changed, Prof? Why the anger? Why the bitterness?
You see, it's like independence. Independence to African countries and other countries in the Southern Hemisphere, third world countries, came with a lot of promise and pomp and celebrations. And then there followed a period of disillusionment, because our leaders, the founding fathers, so they were called, engaged in primitive accumulation, looting of the resources, and not fulfilling the dreams that independence promised. The same with this. Ruto came to power on the promise of a new Kenya, a new beginning, a Kenya of hope for the young people, to deal with joblessness, to create an economic environment conducive to business, and therefore for investors to create jobs through investment. A promise of a wonderful Kenya. No sooner had he come in than he began to drive in the opposite direction.
Prof, in my preamble, I talked of young people who are a consequential voting bloc keeping the president sleepless nights.
Yes.
Is that an accurate diagnosis of how the situation is?
Yes.
Is the president sleepless?
Yeah, because one, they are many, they are intelligent, well-educated, well-organized. But people say no, in terms of them being a voting bloc, it will not matter for two reasons. One, that they never turn out to vote. They never even register. Two, Kenyan voters are first Luos before they are young or professors or anything else. They are first Kikuyus before they are engineers. That may be true yesterday, but doubtful today. So they can give him sleepless nights because any intelligent observer of the Kenyan scene can see the young people are fed up. They have gotten to a point where they have decided to take action themselves. They do not trust us. They have seen how we've been bending our back for people to ride, and the consequences, which they now bear because their parents were too submissive to question. They have refused. And they will carry that through 2027. Any politician listening to me today can take this to a good bank, including the good ones in America, that they are the people who will decide the next election.
The Gen Z in reference to today.
They will decide the next general election, and that is not all. With the Gen Z involved in the next election, you cannot steal their election.
Fair enough. Professor Herman Manyora is with me in studio making sense of the state of